All right, we're going to get going here in just a second. I know my mic was having some issues. Hopefully that does not happen this time. So I know that in my last recording of YouTube, it was not doing so hot. My mic was going weird, like it was cutting out and things like that. So hopefully that does not happen tonight. I've made some changes, and we'll see what happens. I say that a lot in my streams. We'll see what happens, but we will. That's just the way it goes. And I'm going to go ahead and click Start Game. I don't remember what we were doing. It's been a couple days since I've streamed. Had some issues. Hit Resume Saved here. We'll go to Sapper Woody's Stream Career. There we go. I mean, we're doing pretty good. 1.2 million funds, 131 science, 44% reputation. So we're not doing bad. We're not doing bad at all. We're actually doing quite well, actually. But, yeah, we'll get in here and see where we are. Okay, so I know we have a couple of missions. I'm not entirely sure. I don't remember exactly what they are. So let's go here to Mission Control. And I'm still trying to get a couple things set up. Okay, we don't have any active missions. We have no guidance whatsoever. So we just, we got to do what we got to do here. What happened here? Okay. Something weird happened with my Twitch monitoring computer, but hey, whatever, that's okay. And that'll work fine. But yeah, so we have no active missions. Give me just a second. I'm going to adjust some settings. Hold on just a second. All right, and let's see what we have available here. Okay, so we got rescue somebody from orbit of the moon. That would be great for reputation. It wouldn't get me much science, though. And since I've already been in orbit of the moon, etc. Okay, now this one here, rescue from somebody, that's, again, not going to give me much science. I've already landed on Minmus, and I could get more science by landing on Minmus. There's an orbit of Minmus. Okay, so we've got lots of things here. Specific orbit of the moon. That's something we could do. That wouldn't be that hard to do. Equatorial orbit of Kerbal. Okay, inclination 0 degrees. That's actually pretty easy to do. Now, I don't know what this argument of the periapsis actually means. Okay, I don't know exactly what that means. I wonder if it will show me the orbit, like what it wants me to get. If it does, that wouldn't be that hard. Okay, my failure here is not that bad. Not that bad. I mean, how much? I got 44% reputation. I don't know how much is that. I don't know if these are percentage points. I don't think so. But okay, thermometer. Okay, within a reasonable deviation, build a new unmanned probe that has an antenna and can generate power. Now, I already have a probe out there. I already have one probe out there. But this here, I mean, it would just, yeah, so I'm not going to do it. I've already got a probe out there. It's not really worth it to me to hit this. Now here, okay, specific orbit of the moon. Antenna can generate power, reach a designated orbit around the moon. Okay, inclination 100. So I think it actually shows me what my target is. I think that's the case. So when I get up there, I think it actually shows me. 10 years to do this, and I'm going to have to do this anyway. You know what? Let me check something here. I want to see, what do I have unlocked over here? Do I have the good stuff unlocked? Okay. I have the better solar panels. That is a huge deal. Better batteries, better solar panels. And let's see what else. Okay, so I've got some. I've got what I need to make a good probe. Okay, so let's do that. Let's do satellite in a specific orbit of the moon. It's going to give me 31,000 in advance. So let's see if we can build this under that. Actually, you know what? Hold on. I was talking about trying to build a plane, wasn't I? I was talking about that. Let me check and see what parts I have for building planes. I could grab that. I don't really need to. It's got docking stuff. But yeah, see, I don't have these supersonic flights, so I don't really care about that yet. Advanced aerodynamics, I don't have all that. See, these would make things a lot easier on me. That's some good radial attachment point. I forgot about this. This is amazing. This really helps things out. I can build pretty awesome rockets later. High altitude flight, you know, got some good stuff there. Heavy aerodynamics. See, this is the good stuff. This is what I want to unlock before I start building planes, because I'm not good at building planes right now. Let's see here. I can just build normal planes. That's it. I can't really build the really good stuff yet. Like, is this that's the rocket fuselage, cargo bay? That's a good one, but I can't use that stuff yet. So let's hold off on that. Let's hold off on that. And what we'll go to is we're going to go ahead and do this one right here. Do I have anything else about the moon? Okay, just this one. So 31,000 is what we're going to try to build this under. We're going to build a probe. We're going to send it to the moon, and we're going to try to get it there for under 31,000 Kerbucks or whatever they call it. So here's how this is going to work. We're going to start off with this. This is going to be we're going to build our probe first. Okay. So let's go payload. Okay. There we go. We're gonna open this up, and we're gonna put some batteries in it. We're gonna start off by putting the Science Junior in it. There we go. Now we're gonna put some experiments on it. Boom. That's not an experiment. That's a computer flight unit. But hey, that's fine. We need that too. And we will. Let's see here. Can I throw this experiment right here? I sure can. Okay, so we've got experiments in there. Now we need some batteries. Electrical. Okay, these 400, 200. Okay, these are really good batteries. What we're going to do is we're going to do this right here. And we're going to flip them. Boom. Okay. Close. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come up here to fuel tanks, and we're going to get this. That's not the one I want. That's not the one I want. That's the one I want right there. Okay. And then we're going to put this on here, but not that many. We'll do 6 for this one. Probably don't need 6, but we're going to do 6. All right, now we need to get ourselves some solar power. Okay, that's 3x2. We're going to put, you know what, I like these better. I don't know why. Okay, 1.6, but they're the same. But they can't be retracted, that's why. They don't look as pretty either. I mean, these look much, much prettier. We're going to go to action groups. Okay, custom one. We're going to go here, toggle solar panel. So now whenever I press the 1 key, okay, this is going to be moon probe. There we go. Boom. All right, so whenever I press the 1 key, these will do this, like that. Much slower though. All right, so that's going to be number 1. That'll be the 1 key. Let's go back to build here. We are going to need to. Okay, we've got some power generation. We need a way to communicate back. I do like. I don't want it that much. I do like the high gain antenna here. Let's try to make it There we go. So now, when that deploys, it looks like that. Perfect. There we go. We've got ourselves a nice probe. It has experiments on it. It has the antenna. It's got RCS. This thing could actually... You know what I'm going to do? Here's what I'm going to do. I don't need to do this. I don't need to do this, but I'm going to. Not that one. Here we go. Boom. If I want to bring this thing home, I can, using this RCS. So I can actually take this thing home from orbit if I want. All right, and then we will go, we're going to go decoupling here. I think that's not the one I want. That's not the one I want. There's the one I want. Boom. So that is the probe right there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this whole thing unmanned. The whole thing's going to be unmanned. Okay, world's first milestone. We can get rid of that. We're already at 23,000. Now we're not going to get this up to what I thought. We could have put a smaller one up there for that much, but I've got 1.2 million. I'm not that worried about it. Plus, this can actually be the beginning of my space station if I want it to be. In fact, that's the advanced grabbing unit. Do I have any? I thought I've got. Okay, I thought I had a docking port somewhere. Maybe I don't. Coupling payload. Okay, aerodynamics. I can't remember what it would be in. Utility. Okay, I thought. Okay, let's save this, and let's go out here. This could be the beginning of my moon base. My orbital moon base here. And the way we're going to do that is this miniaturization right here. We're going to get a Clampetron docking port junior. There we go. We already have the science for it. Now let's find out where this. I don't remember where it is. Is it structural? No. Coupling? Yes. Okay, we're going to put. What we're going to do is we're going to put on the outside of this like that. There we go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this in slightly. There we go. That moved in on its own accord. So there we go. That. And also what I'm going to do. Yeah, we don't need anything more than that. So we're just going to do this right here. Boom. That way, anything I try to dock to it, I can see it, even if it's on the dark side. Now, this is the beginning of a base right here, of an orbital station, because now I can dock with it. You know, I can transfer stuff, you know, whatever I need to do. So now we need to get it up into the air. We're going to start up. What is that? It's a tiny little external fuel tank. Nice. Which one is that? That one's cool. But I like this one. Boom. Okay. So now, remember, we got to look at our delta V. We're going to go atmospheric here. We're going to give ourselves a nice engine here. That one's 320. All right, so look at that. We've got a good thrust to weight. We've got a decent delta V already. But this alone is not going to be enough to get us to the moon. So what we're going to do is, now I wonder if I can just give myself some nice boosters. That would be the best case scenario. If I could just give myself some boosters to get me off the ground and then call it good. So let's do that. Let's try that. Let's go with these big boosters right here. All right, there we go. Not quite enough delta V. Not quite enough. Close, though. But again, it's not one of those things that I want to, you know, I don't want to keep just throwing boosters. All right, so let's see. What else what is this? That's a 270. Oh, that one's the one that's a tiny little one. That's what it is. And then that's the one that is nice for, yeah. There's the Poodle. Yeah, see, like that one, the Poodle goes up to 350 in the vacuum. That is awesome. But it's only 90 at sea level. So, yeah. Okay, so we don't have enough delta V to get us all the way there right now. So we're going to do this slightly differently. So we've got a thrust to weight 1.28. That is the strongest engine I have right now. So here's what we're going to do. I'm just going to try something. I'm going to see. I keep forgetting which one is the good one. There we go. That's the small one. There we go. Put this like this. Let's bring this a little bit higher. You know, something I want to do. I want to put, yeah, let's put the bigger one there. There we go. That'll help me turn and things like that. All right, so I'm going to grab me another fuel tank right here, one of the big ones right here. And there we go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to see, all right, what will 4 of these get me? That'll get me a thrust to weight of that. So what happened to the streams? I had an issue this week, Blitz. Yeah, I had some issues with my gaming computer, not my streaming computer, but my gaming computer, and I couldn't figure out some inputs and stuff. It ended up being some drivers were something weird about them, and I ended up installing a program that basically replaced my drivers, and I was good. So yeah, it was a weird week for me. All right, so that's going to give me 0.99 and only that much delta V. But I tell you what, that's fine. Because when we go non-atmospheric, that gives me 1.1. So then if I do my boosters, and again, this might not look pretty. I'm just going to test this and see. Let's give me 6 boosters here real quick, and just see what kind of thrust to weight ratio and delta V we get out of these. Boom! Wow! Wow! That's much better than what I thought I was going to get. That is much better than what I thought I was going to get. Yeah, hey, you know what? It is good to be back. Hey, you're watching on YouTube. How is my mic right now? Is it coming through nice and clear? I noticed my last video, my mic kept cutting out and stuff, and it just was not good. So is my mic coming through clear for you? Can you hear me? Am I okay? I'm talking a little bit louder to kind of help mitigate that. I think my gating on my mic was giving me issues last time. Yes? Okay, good deal. Good deal. Yeah, when I went back and watched my last video, it was like my mic was just being really weird. Okay, so this actually is giving me a lot more than I thought it was going to. This may be enough for what I want to do. Use this to get me up close to the... Okay, good deal, good deal. Use this to get me up into, you know, high atmosphere. Use these to get me into orbit or close to it. Use this and then use the rest of this to get me into actual orbit and then to the moon, and there we go. I think that will work. Now I wonder, actually, if I were to replace this engine with a better one that worked better in the atmosphere, and then give me some more boosters, just not extra, like just take this and give me 8 boosters here. What am I looking at there? Okay, we're looking at 1.72, and we're looking at that much delta V. So I could limit those to make my thrust to weight a little polar moon orbit. No, it's not going to be a polar orbit. Let me see what it is. It's a weird orbit. I'm actually following a mission. Whoops. Reach the designated orbit. Okay, there it is. Here's the orbit specifics right here. So it's not polar. I'm just putting. But while I'm putting something in orbit of the moon, I'm going to go ahead and start my Mooner base. I've got some docks here. I've got batteries in here. I've got experiments in here. I've got solar panels. I got the RCS. So this little probe here will actually be the start. That's why I'm spending so much on building this. I was going to try to do it under 31,000 funds, but then I decided I wanted to give myself a bigger wow, satellite. I drew a blank there. So that's why I'm spending so much more on getting it up there. But yeah, so this is actually not looking too bad. This might work right here. I've got enough delta V to get there and to get an orbit using this. So I might throw some struts on there and just call it a day. So here, yeah, here's what we're gonna do. We'll throw some struts on here. Okay, this will connect up to here. Boom. We'll also connect them to each other, just for that double stability there. There we go. That should be good. We'll throw on that there. Throw that right here. Okay. Now the way I've got this built, if I want to bring this back, right, this part back to Kerbal, I can. I'm not planning on it, but I've got enough RCS where it's going to be able to handle itself decently, and it can change its own orbit, things like that. Now, I might actually be able to position this and still have enough fuel where if I get another mission, no, I think when you have contracts, they have to be new. Yeah, probes. You can't just change position of an old. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and throw these on here, and we'll start that at the same time. And I'm gonna limit these. Okay, if I look at this, I've got a 1.72 thrust to weight ratio. That's way more than I want. I'm going to go ahead and limit this thrust. We're going to bring it down to 1.5 is fine. I'm actually going to go down to 1.4 though. Okay, there we go, 1.4. Did that actually help my... Okay, it did not change my delta V. I didn't think it would. There we go. But there we go. This should get me all the way to the orbit of the moon. Because I mean, in atmosphere, I've got 6,000. Out of atmosphere, I got 6,800. So I should be fine there. Like I said, these will get me to high orbit, or not high orbit, but high altitude. This will nearly circularize me, but this will actually be the one that does the bulk of the work. It'll circularize the orbit, and it will get me to the moon and in the orbit. I should have plenty to do that unless I make huge mistakes. And I did it for 80,000, so that should be fine. I can't think of anything I'm missing on this, so let's call it good and launch it. If this fails miserably, I'll completely and totally redesign this, but this is kind of how I wanted it to be. You know, I wanted it to I wanted to see, you know, how this would work. So this design is on purpose. And if it fails miserably, like I said, we'll go back, we'll redesign it, and things will be fine. But all right, so we're going to go ahead. We're not going to turn on our RCS yet. We're going to save that for later. And we don't have a pilot on this, so it's going to be a little bit harder because we only have stability assist. We don't actually have, you know, point, prograde, things like that. Does the probe have a parachute? You know what? That's a good point. It doesn't. But again, I'm not bringing it back. I designed it where it has a heat shield and stuff, so it could have come back had I put chutes on it. But you know what? It's not coming back. So I'm not going to go back and put parachutes on it. All right, so because I mean, worst case scenario, I just crash it into the moon. I'm not going to worry about bringing it back. And I believe we are ready for launch. Looks like it, so let's do it. F5 for safety, and let's go. Got a little bit of time dilation there. That's fine. I have not touched the controls since launch, so that's a good sign. Accelerating at a... When you do have some time dilation, which is not too bad, but when you do have some time dilation, it's actually harder to tell if your acceleration is what you want it to be. Now I am going to wait. Normally, I normally do my pitch and my turn a little bit earlier than a lot of people. I'm going to wait. See, I like to start my turn earlier than some people, but I think I actually end up using a lot more delta V that way because I'm fighting against the atmosphere. So I'm going to wait until I'm higher to do my... Whoa, hey, we're starting my turn without me. What's going on here? Why are we turning? I did not tell it to do that. It did that on its own. I'm going to leave it there. I don't have mech jet going. Hey, you know what though? It's starting to do my... This is what I wanted to do anyway, so hey, I'm actually going to turn it a little bit more. That was weird though. Why did it tilt on its own? It should not have done that. I'm about to go into the second stage here. There we go. Okay, now let's tilt it some more. Let's go ahead and give it a 45 degree. Come out here. We'll check our how we're looking here. Okay, we're not looking too bad. Well, see what I usually do my turn. I start my turn about 5K is what I've been doing Ultra, but like I said, I think I'm fighting the atmosphere when I do that. And I'm not going to get my apoapsis as high as I have been. I'm going to stop at about 80. Boom. But yeah, I've been pitching it, starting the pitch about 5 kilometers. But like I said, I think that I'm actually causing myself to lose delta V that way because of concentrating a bit there. All right, come on. There we go. Yeah, close enough. All right. Because I think I'm fighting the atmosphere. Okay. Time to node burn is coming up pretty quickly here. Close enough. I don't have a very good, well, actually it's getting much better, but yeah, I'm not going to be able to burn the whole circle on this tank. See, I've got another, yeah, minute and 14, and I only got 3 seconds on this. Yeah, what I have been doing is watching other people play, and yeah, they start their turn about 10,000, and then they and then by 15,000 they're at that 45 degree. Is what other people do. And I've been doing it earlier, and like I said, I think I'm losing delta V because I'm still accelerating while in low dense atmosphere, and so I think I'm actually hurting myself by doing that. This is not looking bad. Not looking bad at all. Just make sure I'm pointing at my my node here. I started my burn a little bit late. But I'll be fine. You know, I'm using a little bit more delta V than I would like, but... Ooh. Crap. Oh well. I went too far. I hit the wrong button. But we're good. We're good. Still have 3,000 delta V to get to the moon and to... oh, this is not going to be bad. Oh, I left some wreckage there when I rescued that guy last episode. So we'll go ahead and put this right here. Add maneuver. Good enough. All right. Now I'm hoping it's going to tell me... you know, show me where I want my orbit when I get there. Okay, not bad. Not bad at all. So I've got 5 minutes till my node burn. I have a question. Okay, let me see here. How did that get behind that? Question, I made a career save and opened it, and my Kerbal Engineer redo was not working. Is it a bug or just something I have to unlock? Okay, so... I had to go and load the new Kerbal Engineer redo, then I don't know, I don't want to insult your intelligence about how much you know about it, but to get it to actually work on your ship, you have to have one of these computers on there. So I don't know if you knew that already or not. But yeah, this computer, this flight unit, that's what's actually going to get it to work and show you all this. There's 2 different types of computers, but they start unlocked in the career. So you have to get one of those computers on there for it to work. There we go. Let's go ahead and give me some solar power here, since I'm not in the atmosphere. But yeah, since the update, I had to go get an updated Kerbal Engineer redo, or Redux. I'm not sure how you would pronounce it. I'm guessing it's redo. All right, 3.5 minutes to the node burn. I'm not going to fast forward. When it's this close, I'm not going to fast forward. But yeah, I am hoping that when I get to the moon, it will actually show me the orbit at once. I don't remember if it does or not. It's been a long time since I've actually done one of these types of missions, because that would be the best if it just showed me what the orbit is supposed to be. You do sandbox and it works automatically. Okay. That's odd. Alright, I got a little under 3 minutes to the node burn. So yeah, I actually thought about you, Ultra, earlier, because I was tempted to make this the episode where I actually worked on planes. But then I looked at the parts that I had unlocked. I was like, you know what? I want to get some more parts unlocked before I started building the planes. So I mean, eventually, I think I might want to try to get into the SSTO as well. Like I said before, I've never successfully designed an SSTO. I have built one based on a design from somebody else. Yeah, more science. That's exactly right. I got a lot of science last episode from landing on Minmus and getting a lot of science. So that helped, but there's obviously the thing I need to unlock, and I forget what it's even called, but you'll know what I'm talking about, is that, hey, Moon Tori, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. But, yeah, I need to unlock that lab, the floating laboratory. That's what I need to do. That way I can just start farming science and unlock everything. I mean, when you get one of those, you put one around Kerbin, you put one around the moon, you put one around Minmus, and boom, you've got enough science in just a few days to unlock everything in the science tree. I'm doing pretty good, Moon Tori. I'm doing pretty good. Enjoying myself. Been a few days since I streamed. Had some issues, but I'm back now. All right, so about 1:12 till the node burn. And occasionally you might hear, I don't know if you guys can, if my mic is sensitive enough to pick this up or not, but occasionally you might hear my squeezed bottle of water as I'm drinking water. I am very dehydrated today. But I got back. I was going to start streaming at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time, but I had a concert tonight, and I didn't get home till about 8:30, and then I set my computer up, started streaming about 8:45, something like that. All right, 30 seconds till burn. I'm looking forward to when I unlock the better probes that have all the, everything. Of course, Jebediah now is Jebediah. I've got him leveled up to where he can point prograde, retrograde, normal, anti-normal, radial in, and radial out. He cannot point to target yet. He doesn't have target tracking. He can do the others. There we go. Let's turn that just a bit. All right, and burn. I should have, like I said, I should have plenty of delta V on this stage to get me to whatever orbit they need me to be. And I was tempted to build a manned ship and then leave the probe there and bring the manned ship back. But I did not do that. I just built the probe to control the ship. And the probe, obviously, I built a. Let's bring that down a little bit. Zero that in. You know what? I'm calling it good enough. I'll make a mid-course correction. In fact, let me see here. If I pull it back, so am I gonna? I want to go further. Yeah, here's what I'm gonna do. It's usually better to do a mid-course correction than do it here. You actually save some. So I'm just gonna fast forward here. Then I'm gonna go prograde, and I'm just gonna make a small correction that way. Again, I don't know the orbit exactly that they're gonna want me to do. Like I said, hopefully it'll show me when I get there, because that would be so much easier. I don't remember if it does or not. But if it does, that'll be much, much easier than me just trying to figure out, okay, here's the designated orbit. Okay, so now let's point prograde. And we will burn very, very slowly and just give us a little bit more of what we need here. Just expand it ever so slowly. Click on the moon to see your apoapsis, then press tilde to escape. Okay, you mean actually click on the moon itself? I'm not sure what you're saying there. Click on the moon to see your apoapsis, then press. All right, so yeah, here's the moon. Yeah, I'm not sure what you're telling me there, Ultra. Oh, you mean focus view, like make it okay, focus view. I see what you're saying. Yeah. So I can actually see what I'm going to be doing. Yeah. Oop, resume flight. You said press tilde to escape? Okay. All right. Yeah, Tilde did not escape. It's not letting me. Yeah, Tilde's not escaping. Escape here is not. It just brings that. And I can't right-click on it. I can tell it what to do. You know, warp here, add maneuver, etc. You know what? What happens if I just go back here? Nope. What if I right-click and what if I click and no? Tiny sat 1, so I can set as target and switch to. That is so weird. Yeah, I don't know why I can't go back now. The focus view worked, and I see what you're saying, so it actually shows me how I'm going to be working here. And I could actually just probably fast forward, but now I want to see how do I get out? So I can go back to this view. It keeps putting me back here, and I can't unfocus. I can focus view, but I can't unfocus. That's odd. Well, now this is my focus. That is so weird. I can focus on like everything else, but not what I want to fly. Well, here's what I'll do. Space Center. I mean, it's going to be hours before I reach my destination if I don't fast forward. So I'll just go back to the Space Center, and then I'll go to Fly Vessel and see if that brings me back to where I want. Tracking station. Got it. Okay. Wait a second. It's almost like that ship doesn't exist anymore. Okay, there's the moon probe. Okay, fly. There we go. There we go. Now I'm back to this. So we're good. We're good. So I'm going to go ahead and warp here. Okay, so it is showing me my target. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, that's what I wanted it to do. So I want to be 202 to 211. I'm going to go ahead and burn a retrograde in order to make that happen. Where is my retrograde? There it is. I'm going to bring... Actually, no, I want to go prograde for that. And bring my periapsis to about 200. Then I'll fix things in a little bit. This is so much easier when you can just click down here, you know, prograde, retrograde, etc., etc. Bring my periapsis up to about 2. Yeah, I wouldn't have changed it. But I'll, you know, that's something I can check at some point. This is just some junk flying around. At some point, I might send up a cleanup ship. I mean, I could, you know, just cancel flight. That's kind of cheating, though. So I might send a cleanup ship to take care of that at some point and just make it crash into the moon. very, very small amount of fuel here. Just making that grow pretty slow. It's not going to be hard to make that orbit, I don't think. Not hard at all. You can see my throttle is barely anything. And I don't remember the margin of error, but I'm pretty sure it's decently big. As long as I get it reasonably close, I'm okay. Hey, boy. Hey, why you come on and say things like that? There we go. Blocked. All right, so we'll get that up to about 200,000. Then when I get to the periapsis, we will go ahead and circularize when we get to the periapsis. Then we'll worry about the angle, and then we'll just adjust the periapsis and apoapsis from there. Close enough. Okay, so we will warp to about, let's see here, that's 31 minutes. We'll warp to about right there. All right, so we'll go ahead and turn ourselves into... Are we still fast forwarding a little bit? Because it's not wanting to move. None of my... I've got electric power. But it's like my ship is locked here. What's going on? I cannot control my ship at all. You know what? I bet the probe... I bet that's what it is. Well, maybe not. See, I'm not used to... Yep, see, I'm not connected. I am not used to that. Limited probe control. I am so not used to... Because I forgot they added it in there. You have to have a relay network. And since I'm being blocked from my relay network, so I've got to wait till it can reconnect. Then I'll be able to do all that. I forgot they added that to the base game. So I'm actually going to be circularizing out here somewhere once I get a connection. There we go. Now I've got connection. Now I can move and everything. Yeah, I forgot they added that to the base game. That used to be an add-on you had to get in order to make it to where your satellite relays, you know, did everything. So I need to build me a satellite network so that doesn't happen again. But we'll go ahead and circularize. We're not doing too bad, actually. We'll call that good. All right, so now I'm going to want to add a maneuver here. Let's take a look here what I want to do. I want to bring it up here like this. There we go. That's nearly, that's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Alright, I'm going to fast forward time a little bit because I only need to, you know, it's 17 minutes till my next burn. Would I get the DLC? You know, I'm not really that interested in the DLC. I'm not going to say I wouldn't get it. I may get it in the future. But yeah, I'm not real interested in it. Cut it there. About 1 minute till my burn, and I only need to burn for 3 seconds. I'm gonna get this view here so I can actually see when it's aligned pretty well. I turn my RCS off. I don't need that for my stability. Just using RCS is all it's doing. Now here's the thing, depending on how this works out, I might have to send another probe over here just to, and do like an orbital probe. Yeah, I do have Discord. I've got a Discord. And I can send out that invite again if you want. But I don't ever, while I'm streaming, I don't get on Discord or respond to Discord. I only talk on Discord when I'm not streaming. Okay, that's not bad. Not bad. Boom. Pretty much right on. I could probably go the other way actually and fix it a bit. Bring it even more in line. Hey Daniel, how you doing? My day has been pretty good. It's not been bad. I just got back from a concert. And there was a pretty good crowd there, for the venue anyway. There we go. Okay, so my inclination should be good. Now I just need to, essentially, I need to bring this down somewhat. I'm gonna, okay, when I get here, I'm gonna push this, well, yeah. Okay, how do I want to handle this? What I actually want to do is bring this in here. So So when I get here, okay, when I get here, let's see if I just maneuver this and bring it back some to bring it like that. Then when I get here, how do I want to do this maneuver here? I'm not sure exactly how I want to do it. Then when I get here, I could then bring it back some, I think. That's what I want to do. I think that's what I want to do. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to hurt to try it. Except over here is on the dark side of the moon. Dang it. So that's not what I want to do. It's not on the dark side, but it's on the opposite side, so I won't have any communications. So how do I want to do this? I think I just want to come all the way back around and bring my apoapsis down here. And that might be good enough. Let's see what happens if I do that. Let's fast forward all the way to here. Let's go ahead and go. Where's my retrograde? There's my prograde, so let's go ahead and go retrograde here. There we go. It's good. Now you just got to maintain stability for 10 seconds, and I'm good to go. I might lose stream quality here for just a second. There we go. Now I've still got enough delta V if I wanted to do something like crash this or something, get rid of it. I can do so. Okay. But yeah, okay, so let's go ahead and go back to space. We'll just leave it like that. You know, I've got a relay now for further missions. That's why I wanted to put a manned person. That was it. That's why I wanted to put a manned, you know, take it out there. Give me just a second here. Hey, a cool person, how's it going? All right, give me just a second, guys. I'm trying to figure out something here. Yeah, this is on, right now, Ultra, this is on Twitch and it's on YouTube, and it's actually on Mixer too. I never get any Mixer viewers. Well, hey, thanks for stopping in, Daniel. Well, that is whatever. All right, so there we go. Let's see what other. No, like I said, I spent a lot more on. I spent a lot more on that rocket than I wanted to, or than I had originally planned. But I put a much bigger probe into space, so that's. That worked out, and I basically spent all the money that I would have gotten anyway. But yeah, I stream to Twitch, YouTube, and Mixer all at the same time. I'm thinking about not streaming to Mixer because I just have no reason to. I never get any viewers. And I don't like Mixer anyway. Okay, orbit of the moon, surface of the Minmus. I got all these rescue. Ooh, build a new surface outpost. Unfortunately, I don't have a. What I want to get unlocked here, and I don't have it unlocked yet, is. Where is it? It's not this one. No, where is it? Oh, advanced exploration. So I need 160, then I can get this mobile processing lab. And then, once I get that, like I said, it's unlimited science from that point on. So that's going to be the next thing I get. Just so, yeah, I saw that. I hate those contracts, Blitz. Explore Kerbin. Oh, that's easy. Rendezvous 2 vessels in orbit. Well, that's easy enough. Because I've already got a satellite out there, and I don't have to do anything other than just rendezvous them. That's it. I mean, I don't have to connect them. Nothing. That actually might be something easy to do. But, yeah, I mean, for 32,000, I could do that easy. Plant flag on Minmus. If I did that, though, I could also get some more science from Minmus. So that might be worth it. And I've already got a Minmus lander that I used. That's saved, and it worked before. And that is, yeah, that's a lot, and I can get, let's do that. Yeah, well, you say free science, but yeah, it's for science for how much time, though? That's what I'm looking at. If I did something like this, for basically the same amount of time on the mission, I can get all the science off of Minmus, the surface of Minmus again. Obviously, it's not going to be as much as the first time. That's a good reward there. So I'm going to go ahead and do that because I've already got a Minmus lander that worked fine. And it should be ready to go. And if I remember correctly, it does not look pretty, but let's see what we got here. Open. Yeah, I already clicked it. Moon probe, first orbit. Minmus lander. Yeah, this is the one that does not look pretty, but it works. Yeah, this one, if you remember, this has a lot of staging going on here. See, this is what actually landed on Minmus and then came back home. This is a lot smaller than what I could do now. But I'm going to leave it like this because, like I said, it worked. It worked fine. The only thing was there was a little bit of wobble. No, I fixed that wobble here. Okay, so I'm fine there. But the only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this right here and I'm going to bring it up all the way up here just to help with wobble. And you know what else I might do? I got the parachutes there. yeah, I'm good to go. That's atmospheric, and look at that delta V when we're out of the atmosphere. So the whole point was these first 3 stages get me up there, and then these 3 stages get me back. But let's see here. Is everything staged correctly? That's what I'm going to double check. Okay, so that goes at the same time that does, and those. Then that comes off, that. Okay, so everything is good here. The only thing I'm going to do is take this. I'm going to put 4 of them right here, and we'll put that the same stage as this. And yeah, let's make sure Jebediah is in there. You know, we got a crew cabin, so I can bring her and him and give them some more experience for this. Plus, bringing a scientist gives you more experience. Or not experience, but gives you more science is what I meant to say. So, there we go. That's not bad. Yeah, this one, like I said, it's already landed on Minmus, so it should be good to go. Should be good to just straight up go, land, and be okay. Whoops, I put that really high up in the air. You know what? I don't care. There we go. Yeah, see with Jebediah, he can't point to the maneuver node yet, or to target, I don't think, but he can do all of this, so that's really awesome. And looks like we're ready. F5 for safety, and let's lift off. And like I did with my last flight, I'm actually going to start my turn later. Like I said, like I kind of explained the last flight, I usually start my turn about 5,000, but like I said, I think I am still pushing against the atmosphere then. So I'm going to start doing it at 10,000, try to get to 45 degrees at roughly 15,000. That seems to be from what I've seen. Now, this is nice and stable. I have not touched the controls since liftoff and is doing well. For now, I'm going to get rid of this orbit so I can kind of take a look at these fuel levels. Oh, no, I can see them right here. I can see how much time I've got left. Alright, we're getting ready to drop off some tanks here in 7 seconds. Now, I went back and I watched, and this was hilarious, okay? I went back and I watched Markiplier playing this. I love watching Markiplier play video games, but I went back and I watched him playing this, and it was absolutely hilarious because he had no clue what he was doing. It was hilarious to watch. I'm going to start my turn here. About another 45 seconds before I have to drop my next stage. I don't have RCS on this. This was built before I had RCS unlocked. I'm turning a little bit too much. Kind of started to lose it there. I've got about 30 seconds on this stage. That's fine. Alright, I'm starting to pull my prograde down. Good deal. There we go. Let's hold it there. And another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be keeping my orbit a little bit lower than I have, because I used to like to go up to 100,000. But what I'm actually going to do, I think, is keep it down about 75, 80,000. That way I can use my speed from Kerbin to help me slingshot a little better. those tanks. Perfect. There we go. That's working out nicely. My apoapsis is growing nicely. I know I'm not pointed exactly 45 degrees, but that's fine. Ready to kill this when my apoapsis reaches about 75, 80,000, probably 80,000, just to give me a little bit of wiggle room. So that's why I was doing 100,000, so I could have just a little bit more wiggle room in case I accidentally drop my periapsis or apoapsis down. But I think we're going to be fine with this. And boom. Good enough. All right, so let's go ahead and make our circular maneuver. There we go. Nice. We are nearing the node burn already. This thing's still pretty massive, so it's still hard to turn because I don't have the larger steering wheel on it. So it is turning very slowly. Still got 20 seconds to node burn. I'll be fine. Let's go ahead and go to this view in case I have to. I should be able to completely circularize with this stage right here. Perfect. Yeah, a little bit too far. I'm trying to bring it back. It'll come back as soon as I start to burn. There we go. Yep, I'll have just enough fuel to do the entire circularization with this stage. So we're doing nice. It's wanting to bounce around though. It's wanting to move around on me. Here's what I'm going to do, though. This is going to seem weird, but I have a reason for doing this. When this gets to about 50,000, I'm going to cut my engines, and I'm going to stage. My engines, stage, and then put it back up. There we go. All right, the reason I did that is now those will eventually fall back to Kerbin. I didn't want them floating around in the atmosphere, or in orbit, where I had to go retrieve them. So, all right, so now we're going to call this good, and we're going to set Minmus as my target. Then we're going to align my add maneuver. I'm going to come down this way. Wait, oh, oop. Zero. There we go. That's what I want. So actually, I just need to point this way. And I have 10 minutes until my next burn. Yeah, when I was watching Markiplier, like I said, it was hilarious because he didn't know anything about it. He didn't know how to play the game. And it was absolutely hilarious watching him because he was guessing on everything. He wasn't setting maneuvers or anything. He was just guessing. And so it was hilarious to watch. So basically what I'm doing here is you see how the blue line is my orbit, the yellow line is Minmus orbit. You can see how my orbit does not line up with theirs. So I'm going to make my orbit the same angle as Minmus orbit. So I'm going to fast forward just a little bit, 10 times. So I'm going to make my orbit align with Minmus orbit. That way it will be a lot easier to get to Minmus. I'm down to 6 minutes away from it. When I get to about a minute away, I will slow down time. It'll be nice when Jebediah finally gets to be able to point towards maneuver. That'll be awesome. All right, we're getting pretty close to the burn. And we'll go ahead and slow down time back to normal here. And we've got just over 50 seconds until it's time for the burn. So 40 seconds now. I think I can do this. I think I can go rendezvous. Yeah. Relative inclination is 6 already. Yeah. But I don't want that. I've got all these other things that I can do that I don't use a lot of them, but you can use these other tools in order to more accurately see and just get all these numbers that to most people will mean nothing, but that if you understand them can make your life easier. All right, 6 seconds to burn. It's going to be just under 41-second burn. And go. And is doing nicely, looks like. I know my maneuver node's moving, but I'm okay with that. I'm just going to keep pointing this way and bringing it down. That's really all I care about. Let's see what are we at here. 2. There we go. We are at 0. Perfect. Okay, so now I need to... And I always forget where I need to put this for the moon, or for Minmus. So I just make a maneuver, and then I move it around to find Minmus. That's what I do. The easiest way to do it, since I don't remember exactly where I need to go. There we go. Boom. Lucky guess. Really high, but I'm okay with that. Now what I don't have on this chip, again, this was made earlier on. I should have built a new one. This lander, I mean, it's going to work. But what I don't have on it are extending solar panels. In fact, I don't think I have solar panels on this at all. I don't. But, so it relies completely on power that it gets from the engines. All right, and I've got 19 minutes to node burn. Now, I'm on prograde. I'm not on the node. The node's going to come to prograde when I get closer. I'll end up back at prograde It'll move back to prograde here in a second. Slow down time, give me a couple minutes. And I'm just going to burn, again, I'm not going to be going towards the node exactly. I'm going to go towards prograde because it's just a lot easier to deal with, honestly. My electricity's doing fine. I don't have any monopropellant on this at all because I don't have any RCR at all. So there's no reason for me to have monopropellant on it since I don't have RCR. Yeah, I definitely need to update this Minmus lander simply because, yeah, it's, let's see how, okay, 153 and I've got 150 left on this. Okay, so I will be staging right before I actually make it there. All right, 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1, burn. Now, one thing I'm going to have to remember when I get there and I start to land is I need to kill my velocity relative, my lateral, my horizontal velocity relative to the surface, not to the orbit. That's a huge deal because this thing is so small, it rotates underneath you. So that is a big deal. Got another minute and 13 on this tank. See, I like this. I'm on stage 4, and this will tell me I'll be on stage 3 by the time it's done. I like that it does that. And if I come back with enough to get that mobile processing lab, then what I'm actually going to do is I am not going to worry about missions for a little bit. My highest priority is to use some money to get mobile labs out, and there's 3 places I want to get them. Right now, I'll get one out above Kerbin, I'll get one orbiting the moon, and I'll get one orbiting Minmus, and that will be my my missions. Because then again, once I do that, it's unlimited science. I have unlimited science, and I will be able to fill out the tree in a matter of days. In just a few of these broadcasts, I'll have pretty much the entire tree filled out, because the way those work is you can do science, and then you can store the science. And then when you have stored the science, I need to stage. There we go. I have a Minmus encounter, Minmus periapsis of really, really, really high. Okay, F5 for safety. Now that we've F5 for safety, we will warp here. So now in my career, I'm doing something. One thing I'm doing, see, I don't have, if I didn't have this piloted, I would not be able to do so much here because I have no connection here anymore, because I need to build me a relay network. Because, well, and I would have to have, you know, antenna on here as well. But I need to build me a relay network, that way I can, so let's warp to SOI. And then once I build a relay network, then I can send probes out, and they can actually, you know, no matter where I go, then they can, then they would be able to handle that. Wow, this is pretty much straight shot. Yikes. Let's go ahead and warp here. I want to land on the light side. So what I'll do is I'll circularize, then when I come around here, then I'll drop down. Because I don't want to land on the dark side. I do think I actually included lights on this one, did I? No, I did not include lights on this one. Holy cow. This one was built a long time ago. Like I said, it's going to work. But yeah, this kind of sucks. I should have built a whole new one. Okay, we've got 2 hours. Let's warp to right here. I could have put an RCR or RCS system on there. That would have been nice. I could have put lights on there. I could have put so much. But I did not do so. Warp just a little bit further. And then we'll go ahead and circularize this thing. Periaps is at 94. Bring it even lower. I forget what the tallest mountain is on this, but I want to say it's not higher than 5 or 6K. But we're going to try to land, and again, I can try to say I want to land here, but it's going to rotate underneath me so fast it doesn't matter. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to go ahead and warp here. When I get here, I'm going to F5 for safety, because I'm going to have to, pretty much. Yeah, see how much it's already rotated. Okay. And yeah, I'm going to make sure that gets to retrograde. F5 right here. Does this one have landing gear? This one doesn't have landing gear either. Holy cow. This one was built so long ago. Yikes. Oh well. Like I said, we'll just make it work. I'm only 18,000 above altitude, or above terrain, so that's good. It won't take me long to drop. I've already F5'd, so that's fine. I'm going to drop pretty much straight down. And these things can withstand, I believe, an impact of 7 meters per second. So one of the first things I'm going to change this to surface here. Because I want to slow down my surface speed, not just my falling speed. So my vertical speed is only going down 9 meters per second, but my horizontal speed is 15, almost 16 meters per second. So I want to fall, basically I want to fall with the rotation is what I want to do. And it would be nice if I didn't hit one of these crazy cliffs. Yeah, I might though. If I do, I can always bounce back up and then come back down. I've got the, should have the Delta V for that. Yeah, if you look, it's hilarious. My suicide burn is 17,000 meters. So only like 500 meters, and I'm not going to do a suicide burn. I never do suicide burns, but I kind of use that as a guideline for how quickly I need to throttle up. But yeah, my suicide burn isn't until like 400 meters above the surface. See, I'm still falling. I'm increasing my speed down, but I am slowing my horizontal speed, and that is what I want. I want my horizontal speed to be 0, and I want to fall down. In fact, I might kill my engines to let myself fall a little bit quicker. This is actually, if I could land right here in this valley, that'd be nice. That'd be real nice. Let me increase my deceleration or decrease my acceleration. Actually, it'd just be decrease my speed. If I increase my deceleration, I'm just decreasing my speed. My vertical speed is also dropping. When my horizontal speed is roughly 1 or less, that's what I want. I mean, 0 would be perfect. So I'm gonna try. You know what? Let's do 0. Let's go for perfection. Why not go for perfection? We're down to 1. Now we're into the millimeters. This is, we're half of 1, you know, we're getting really low. I like this. We're getting really, really close to being 0. I'm going to stop it in the positives, though. Well, it's always going to be positive. Because once it goes 0, start building back up. We're going to have very, very little speed horizontal. This is awesome. 25 millimeters, that's fine. Oh, see, it started climbing again. All right, so, you know, 13 millimeters a second, or roughly the width of your fingernail every second. That's how far horizontally we're moving. I can deal with that. All right, so we're going to F5 for safety, because I'm going to fast forward a little bit, otherwise it will take us forever to get down there. Okay, now we're 5,000. We're not going to drop right in the middle, though. That kind of sucks. I thought we were going to be dropping in there. And I am going to go ahead and let's kill that a bit. Ooh, I went too far. Went too far. So I'm actually, see, now I'm actually going up again. Now when it switches, there we go. Now I want to bring it back to that. For now, when I get lower, like Ultra was telling me a few nights ago, when I get lower, I actually just want to do stabilization instead of telling it to go retrograde. Otherwise, it might bounce all over the place when I land. If I land and then bounce, it'll try to hold that retrograde, and it might flip me end over end, and we don't want that. Not at all. It would be nice to come over here. Let's do that. No. Oh, see, it flipped. There we go. Stability assist, stability assist. Come on, bring me back up. See, that's what happened. Okay. It's going to take me a little bit to land now. But that's okay. I'm flying over to a safer spot. Yeah, you're back at a good time. I'm trying to get myself to a safer spot here. Okay, I want to try to kill the horizontal velocity right over there, right over this thing here. I'm going to have to chase it, is what I'm going to have to do. Go here. Chase it again. Because I was going to land on the side of a cliff, and I didn't want that. There we go. Much, much better. My horizontal speed is very, very small. It's still enough to where by the time I hit the ground, it's going to... There we go. There we go. So I'm only moving about 18 centimeters per second. I'm not nearly as good as I was. I was only at about 12 centimeters per second before. But this looks like it's a much, much better. I think I went too far. I tried to get in here, but we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Let's go ahead and F5 this for safety again. And I'm going to bring myself a little bit closer, because I've got plenty of delta V, plenty of thrust. All right. This looks like a much better landing spot. Let's go ahead and slow my speed a little bit here. There we go. I'm only 2.5 kilometers above the terrain, and it looks like I'm landing in a much better spot than trying to land on the side of that hill. Now there is a trick to being able to see exactly which way, like if I wanted this to point that way, and I forget what it is. I want to say that this hatch, you want to align it to where this hatch is pointed some direction. I want to say, oh, yeah, this hatch is going to be pointed towards me, and it will do its thing. Where if I go left, it goes left. Yep. Yep. We're falling decently fast, so this is okay. Because, like I said, I never suicide burn, but I use it as an indicator of how fast and how safe I am. And right now, I'm decently safe. I've got, 1,000 more meters before I would have to suicide burn, and it's only 51 meters per second to do a suicide burn. Do I have... Oh, it's on the other side of the moon. I was like, what? I'm going to slow myself quickly. Then I'm going to slow myself slowly. Wow, there we go. Yeah, there we go. 1.17, that'll be good. And again, going to stability assist rather than retrograde in case it bounces. We are slowing down slowly, and that's okay. Oh, hey, I've got some root beer left. I'm going to take a drink of root beer while I'm waiting on this to land. I might actually have to accelerate, or decelerate, I guess. Well, I don't know. I might have to throttle down so I fall faster. That's what I'm trying to say. But I might not. I'm only at 1.17 thrust to weight ratio. And you know what would be neat? And I don't know if they make these or anything. It would be neat to have a slider, like a joystick type slider for the thrust. That would be awesome, because like right now I am using control and shift. If I just tap control, see, I went all the way to 0 from 1.17. Just tap shift, I'm at 1.17. The quickest tap I can possibly do, and it takes it from 0 to 1.17. So having an actual slider would be nice. Have a built-in throttle on my chair or something. That'd be pretty cool. Let it go up just a bit. When it gets up closer to 7, I'll kick that back on so it slows down slowly. Alright, this actually should be a decent landing. I don't even remember what my mission was. Was it plant a flag? Yeah. I'm going to increase it slightly just to slow it down quicker. And we'll go back to decrease. Alright, we're only moving at 3.4 This is nice. This is working out nicely. I'm going to kill my velocity that way just a little bit. We're at 30 meters. 25. 20. This might be my best landing yet. I'd probably just jinxed it. Ooh, there we go. Nice. Okay, that needs to be a clip right there. That was a nice touchdown. That was a real nice touchdown. Let's turn off stability assist. There we go. That was nice. That was pretty. I'm happy with that one. That was yeah. You can't see it, but I'm patting myself on the back for that one. All right, observe material bay. Oh yeah, definitely the best landing. See, 125 still. Nice. So that should actually put me over what I needed in order to get that next deal there. Now, what's it? Which is it? This one? No, that's just batteries. All right, close. Open this one back up, and we're going to go ahead and observe some mystery goo. Give me 50 science. Will give me a thermometer here. Give me another 40 science. Give me a barometer. Another 60 science. Nice. Yeah, I'm getting better. I'm getting better, Blitz. The more I get used to it, you know. Now I'm wondering, is it going to get me more science? Because if I go ahead and do this on Minmus right here, get the other 3, the other barometer and the other goo and all that. If I do it right here, is it going to get it more if I do it in space around? You know, I think it'd be do it if I do it right here. And one thing I can do now that I couldn't do last time I was on Minmus, I can get surface samples. I don't think I could last time. So that will be a huge, huge deal. Close. Let's go ahead and get myself a crew report. 25 science for that. All right, time for an EVA, Jebediah. Where are you? All right, let's let go. Turn our RCS on. Let's not fall into our deaths. There we go. We will now plant the flag. Oh, that's cool. They have chutes on them now. Okay, plant flag. That's the mission. That's what we're going to do. All right, this is actually the second flag on Minmus. Second Minmus landing. I didn't capitalize my L there. I'm not OCD. I'm not really OCD. I am, you know, like, I would not be diagnosed with OCD, but I like things to be even and the same and all that. Okay, so plaque text. We just needed the science. There we go. All right, so we'll have him come over here. And we're going to go ahead and EVA report while walking on the surface of the moon. We're going to take a surface sample. 150 science for taking a surface sample. We're going to get that, we're definitely going to get that deal, that mobile lab. It's going to be so much better. So yeah, once I get that, like I said, I'm going to make my personal mission to be starting those stations around Kerbin, the moon, and Minmus. So let's turn this on and let's go home. Let's go home, little guy. Oh, wow, that was nice too. I'm getting good at that too. All right, let me just double check. I'm going to F5 for safety here because I'm just double checking I've done everything I need to do. Where am I facing on from here to... Okay, that way. So I'm going to want to go that way. Okay, so I'm going to go to the left. Alright, let's take off. Let's go. Ooh, turn stability assist on. let's kill this. Am I... I'm gonna hit the moon, or, you know, go around the moon. That's hilarious. Well, hey, if that's already our trajectory, let's see what happens when I get into this, because I might actually be released from the moon to go around Kerbin. So let's go ahead and go warp to here. I've already have 5 for safety when I was on the land, so I'm okay with it. That is hilarious, though. I'm gonna pass right by the moon. Surprised it's flying so steady. Why is that, teen survivalist? It's very well built. Okay, this is actually not bad. I'm just gonna let myself take this trajectory, use the moon to slow me down, and then when I get to my apoapsis over here, I will then bring my periapsis in closer. Yeah, I mean, there's no reason to be surprised that it's flying so steady. I mean, it's pretty solidly built. Alright, let's warp here. There we go, my periapsis is plenty high. Okay, good. It's plenty high. Because of the surface area of the boosters and the beam holding them together. I'll show you something here. I don't know what your knowledge of Kerbal Space Program is, but what I've got going on here, I've got these beams here. All right, and so if I just had these I forget what they even call them. They have a name for them, but if I just had these, it would be very, very wobbly. You've only gotten to the moon. Okay, yeah. See what you want to get. I don't know how far you've gotten, but you want to get these struts right here. These struts make all the difference. All right. So because if you only had these, yeah, these would wobble and they would eventually break because of the power of this engine. But when you have these struts, this holds them together. And you only need basically 2 struts per engine out here. One going to the other engine, so since I've got 4 out here, I've got, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I've got this 1 strut going to the main body. Hey Xavier, how's it going? I don't think I've seen you in a while, Xavier. I'm glad to have you on the stream tonight, man. But then I've got a decoupler here, so that's why I've got these struts going up here. But yeah, once you unlock those struts, things become so much better and so much more stable. They're really a must for building things. Also, playing on the Xbox is thanks for the sub, teen. But yeah, playing on the Xbox is a lot harder than on the computer too. And the biggest reason is because on the Xbox, you have to calculate your delta V by hand. Whereas on the computer, I don't have to do that. I have a mod for that. And that's really the only mod I use is Kerbal Engineer Redo. Yeah, let's tell myself to go retrograde and bring it all the way here. But yeah, no problem. No problem, teen. You saw Simple Rocket 2 yet? I'm not sure what you're talking about, Xavier, so I'm going to have to go with no. Because I'm not sure what you're talking about. Simple Rocket 2. I don't even know what Simple Rocket 1 was. Is it a game? Xbox Assassin. Kerbal Space I have not played in a long time. And hey, Xbox Assassin, been a long time since I've seen you. But yeah, fun game. I love this game. Now, I've got plenty of Delta V to where I'm not going to really have to aero brake. So I'm just going to go ahead and kick this on. Bring my periapsis down to about, I don't know. We'll bring my periapsis down within 70 kilometers. Because like I said, I've got plenty of delta V where I'm not going to have to air brake. Or, atmosphere brake, atmo brake. So yeah, I'm not disappointed I used this rocket, even though it was built before I unlocked a lot of tech and it didn't have all the quote-unquote good stuff on it. It worked fine. I mean, we just made a perfect 5-point landing on Minmus. Got my stuff. I'm coming back. And actually, you know what? Let's stop just outside the atmosphere. There we go. Then we'll warp to here. Just hope I don't accidentally get caught by the moon again. Been busy with work, got my PC, and started playing a lot of WoW. You know, here soon I'm going to be playing WoW. Xbox Assassin. I forget what I call you. I'm just going to call you Assassin. That's easy. But here soon I'm going to be playing a lot of WoW because my wife wants to play. We used to play a lot. We were raiders in nearly every expansion except for this last one. And so, I mean, at level 60 we were raiders, at level 70, at level 80, 85, etc. And but we haven't played this last expansion. So when this new expansion comes out, I think we're going to get it. And we're going to play it. I don't want to be a raider again, though. That's too much work. It's just too much work. When a video game becomes a job that you have to log into, it's no fun. I mean, even this streaming, you know, I do this because I enjoy it. If I didn't enjoy it, I wouldn't do it. Internet failed, but you're back. Okay, Ultra. Yeah, you didn't miss much, Ultra. I don't know where you left off, but I shot off of Minmus. I used the moon to purely on accident. Purely just worked out perfectly. But I used the moon to give myself a slowdown, essentially, into a Kerbal orbit. And since I have, you know what? I'm going to keep those on here for now. I'm going to keep that on. Basically now I'm just bringing myself where I can do. Join you doing world PvP. You know, Assassin, I'm not a big fan of world PvP. I love PvP in WoW. Love PvP in WoW. Not a big fan of world PvP. You know, let's bring that down below 30. Then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and those. That way those will be brought back automatically. And I won't have trash in my orbit. Then what we'll do is we will simply fast forward until we get to below 70 kilometers again. I'm also, so you all know, I'm also working on getting my webcam working okay. If I throw my webcam on right now, it seems like even though I'm streaming at like 25, 30 frames per second, my webcam only streams at like 4 frames per second. So that's why I don't have a webcam. I'm working on that, and I'm trying to find ways to mitigate that. How close am I? Okay, I've still got. You know what? I'm gonna land. I might want to jettison this right now. You know what would be fun though? I'm gonna F5 for safety before I do this, but I'm gonna kick that on. And then I'm gonna kick it off. And then I'm gonna do this. There we go. Bye. We'll see you later. Now it's going to burn for several minutes. It should not have enough to actually. How's Friday Night Smite going if you even do that anymore? You know, there's a long story to that, Assassin. We are back into doing Friday Night Smite. We didn't do it last night because of my computer issues. And the fact that my wife had been gone for an entire week, and she landed, her plane landed while I would have been streaming, so I went to the airport to see her and to pick her up. But, yeah, we're back. We didn't do Friday Night Smite for about, I want to say, a month and a half to 2 months. There was just, there were some personnel issues. We were having some disagreements, let's say. And, but we got those worked out. Everything's fine now. So we're back to doing Friday Night Smite. And, you know, we're having a good time. Like last night, we were going to actually play. It's hilarious because, you know, we still call it Friday Night Smite, even though we don't always play Smite. But because like last night, we were going to play Sea of Thieves because they got that new expansion that came out where you can actually fight the pirates on ships. So we were going to do that. But again, I was not able to play because my wife's plane was delayed and she came back to the airport during when I would have streamed. The couple nights before that, I actually didn't stream either because I was having some computer issues. But I'm back tonight, and I will be on tomorrow night, and as you know, unless something happens, I should be on every night this week. I don't want to say for sure that I will because, you know, I thought I was going to be on, you know, the other nights as well. But I am let's put it this way. I am planning on being on every night this week. So I see I've got several people watching right now. I got some news. I have actually been invited to be a Twitch affiliate. I'm not sure I'm going to do this though. The reason is because if I become a Twitch affiliate, well, that's good. I missed Friday night, especially when I was there. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. I know who you are now. But, yeah, so, but I have been invited to be a Twitch affiliate. But like I said, I'm not sure I'm going to become one because if I become a Twitch affiliate, that means that then people can start cheering me on with bits, which is a great thing. It means that people can then subscribe to my Twitch channel, which is a great thing. Those are both good things. But what it also means is that I cannot stream simultaneously to Twitch and to YouTube like I do right now. If I become a Twitch affiliate, then I cannot stream to Twitch at the same time as YouTube, and that's what I do. Right now, I stream to Twitch, YouTube, and Mixer, so people can watch me, and you can see if anyone chats on Twitch or YouTube or Mixer, it shows up in my live stream so that everybody can read it. And I like that. I like having those options where people can watch me on any of them that they choose. Now, if I get enough people watching me on Twitch to make it worth my while to go straight over to Twitch, I'll probably do it. Like right now, tonight, I think I've got 9 people watching, I think. 6 of those are on Twitch. So the majority on Twitch. But sometimes, you know, I'll have 11, 12 people watching and only 3 of them are on Twitch. So I'm really just trying to figure out what my best option is. If I continue at this pace, see, my YouTube is growing as well as my Twitch, and if I continue at this pace, I might be able to even then monetize my stuff on YouTube again. They changed the algorithm last year and everything, and I might be able to start making some revenue that way. So it's kind of one of those things. I got to kind of watch and see which one's growing faster, because I can either start making money now on Twitch and make a little bit, or I might be able to hold out and make a lot more on YouTube. So it just that's where it is right now. All right, so we had an easy re-entry, and we are now landing. I speed up this point because otherwise it'll take several minutes just to get done. Do what you think is right for you, and how is the guys doing? They're doing good. Mezzy and Zero, they both played Sea of Thieves last night, even though I wasn't here to stream. They both played it last night, and they're doing real good. There we go. So yeah, this is why I fast forward at 4 times. I'm only falling at 3 meters per second. I'm still almost 600 meters above the altitude, so that would be, you know, a lot. That'd be 200 seconds, so a minute, a little over 3.5. We're right about 3.5 minutes. Well, 3 minutes and 20 seconds, but who's counting? So that's why I fast forward this point, because this part is very boring if you're going to. That's good. Tell them I said hi. I sure will. Hey, one thing I'm going to do, since I can do this easily now, anybody who wants to join, let me make sure I get the right one. I've got a Discord specifically for my live stream. And so I'm going to do this. This link will expire in 1 day. So anybody watching this video in the future, you cannot use this link. Anybody watching right now, that is the link to the Sapper Woody streaming Discord. So anybody who's interested can join that. It's open to everyone right now. All I ask is you don't be an idiot. Recover vessel. All right, so that was a nice, easy mission that I used a rocket that I had built previously. So that was a nice easy. Look at that science, 507. Yes, yes, that's awesome. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and next. We we lost money on that, but I got another pilot that is ready. I got another scientist that is ready, so that's good. So we're going to go here immediately, and we're going to get advanced space exploration. Again, this will give me the mobile processing lab. That'll be awesome. Now I got to decide what else I want. I got heavier rocketry. Now let me see this. This one has a crazy thrust, and it's not a bad ISP either. It's not bad. Now this precision propulsion, I'm going to buy that right away, and I'll tell you why. Because it has the Deceptron ones. Those are amazing for stack separation right there. Specialized construction. Let's see, we've got radial attachment points. This is awesome for making planes. All right, so let me see what I got here. Okay, I can either go advanced aerodynamic, because I can only buy one more. Wait, hold on though. I've got these though. Okay, I tell you what, Ultra, for you, I will buy either. I'm trying to figure. Okay, do I want supersonic flight or do I want advanced aerodynamics? I'll let you decide. Which one should I get? Supersonic or advanced aerodynamics, Ultra? You decide, and I will get that one. Meanwhile, I will take a drink of root beer while I'm waiting on your response. Supersonic. Okay, I'll get the supersonic. That's got some cool stuff. And then obviously this high altitude is really cool stuff too. Let's see what kind of missions I have real quick. No, you know what? No. I'm not going to do missions right now. What I'm going to do is I am going to use my newfound science to get those things into to get those mobile processing labs into space. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to hire more Kerbals, but I think I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Uh-oh, what was that noise? Is my game crashing on me? That's not good. I heard a computer noise. My game might be crashing on me. Hopefully not. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to this screen right here. That way I can check out what's going on with my computer. Yeah, that's what it looks like. So I'm still here. Give me a second. I'll figure this out. Yep. Kerbal Space Program has encountered an error and must close. Would you like to open this folder now? No, I don't want to open that folder now. I want to close Kerbal Space. Why do I have these other windows open even? All right, so I'm going to have to do the whole, it's not letting me Alt-Tab. So I'm going to have to do the whole Control-Alt-Delete thing. But I will, yeah, I'm not going anywhere, guys. I am, task manager. I'm going to take care of this, and we'll be right back. That's what we're going to do. Keep the stream going. And then once we do come back, we will we'll go ahead and, like I said, we'll make it our mission to. It's still taking forever. Yes, close the program. There we go. Finally, it's closing the program. That took forever for that to close. I'm going to hit play. And I tell you what, actually, it's going to take a minute for Kerbal. I don't know if you guys, of course, most of you guys play it. It takes a second for Kerbal Space Program to actually start up. So that notification. Wow. This is causing some issues here. I don't want to show you my desktop because it's so cluttered, but yeah, I have 2 Steam windows open suddenly, 2 Kerbal Space Program windows open suddenly. The Steam client bootstrapper is not responding. Okay, let's close that one then, and we'll start the Steam client again, and we'll get this back. We'll get this back. What we're going to do though is once I get it to where Kerbal Space Program is, you can hear that. Takes 6 minutes for you because of all my mods. Yeah, see, I only use 2 mods. I use Kerbal Engineer and Kerbal Alarm Clock. I haven't had to worry about Kerbal Alarm Clock yet because anything in the system, anything that's the way I'm doing my career is anything that I fly to the moon or to Minmus, I just go ahead and fast forward time. However, if I'm going out of the system and it's going to take months for me to reach my destination for my career, I'm actually going to not fast forward months, because in real life, let's say NASA sends up a probe to Mars, have about 15. Wow. Just please tell me you don't use MechJeb. No, if you do, that's fine. I'll just have to make fun of you for it. But so like, NASA, let's say we send something to Mars. We don't sit around on our thumbs the whole time. I almost started the wrong game. The whole time that we are waiting on it to get to Mars. We research other things, we do other missions, etc., etc. So the way I'm going to be doing it, anything I'm sending past the moon or Minmus, that's going to take days. If I go that far, I just leave them in space and hope they come back. But yeah, what I'll do is I'll actually set the Kerbal Alarm Clock. And what that mod does, it's awesome. It will, let's say you're fast forwarding time and all of a sudden you get to a maneuver node in another mission. It'll stop time and tell you, hey, you have to do this. So what I'll do, like I said, is I will send out if I'm doing something like that, I'll send it out. Then I'll come back to, and do other missions, and then I will get that going. All right, it's loading. It's going to take a second. So here's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to mute my mic, and I am going to take this opportunity for a bio break. And then I will be back within 60 seconds. So we'll be right back. All right, I am back. All right, that's what you say. Hello, people on YouTube, if you can see this. Yeah, they can see this. Scattered KER, ScanSat, BD Armory, Airplane Plus Pack, Eve, MK3, Mark III, Airlines, Kerbal Alarm Clock, Transfer Window Planner. That's it. That's not a bad one right there. That Transfer Window Planner, Reentry Partial Effect, Hanger Extender. I have no use for Hanger Extender yet. I will probably end up getting that. Okay, so let's bring this back here. You guys can hear the music now, I'm sure. There we go. And we are back in business. Where's my mouse? It's frozen. Okay, there it is. It's moving around. It's still loading a little bit. I can't even click start game yet. Kerbal Constructs, I don't know that one. But, okay, I can move the mouse. That's a good sign. There we go. Now we can start game, go back. Let's see what my numbers are at. Curious. Resume saved. All right, so yeah, 1.2. I was 46% reputation. So my reputation's gone up a bit. 69 science. Hopefully, I didn't lose anything there. Hopefully, it saved after I came back, and my game still runs at about 80. Nice, 80 frames per second. That's awesome. Now I am playing this game on a potato, essentially. That's what's going on. I am playing this game on a potato, and it's an old. I'm going to go straight to here to research and development. Okay, good, good. The things I unlocked are unlocked, so we're good. We're good. Okay, so like I said, I'm not worried about the actual missions. I was talking about my computer. Yeah, this computer's old, really old, and don't crash again. There we go. We did not crash. But yeah, this computer is really old. And by that, I mean I used to play with 30 FPS with no mods. Wow. Yeah, see, I'm playing, I don't know, there's probably a hot shortcut key to see what your frames per second are, but I've got pretty good frames per second. But the computer I'm playing on only has 4 gigabytes of RAM, and that's all the motherboard will hold. Now, I've got a graphics card that has 4 gigs of video RAM, so that really helps. But yeah, my computer only has 4 gigabytes of RAM, and that's all. I was going to upgrade it at one point, but when I opened up the computer and looked at it, that's all the slots it had. And when I looked at the motherboard, that's all it can handle. It cannot handle any more than that. It's like that's crazy. Okay, so we need to build. What we're going to do is we're going to go to science. This, boom, that's going to be the base of what we've got here. Put it up here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to build one craft. I don't care how much it costs to build this craft. I'm going to build one craft, and then I'm going to send one up above Kerbin. I'll come back, I'll use that same craft, go to the moon. Come back, same craft, go to Minmus. That's how I'm going to do this. So I need to get me, I got cargo, we'll go payload here. Right here, boom. And we will open it up, and inside we will put Science Junior. Okay. We will put a, there's 2 ways there, we'll put a flight computer up here, just so that it is there. One of these on each side, a thermometer on each side, and then a barometer on each side. There we go. Then we'll go back up here and we'll get some batteries, the most powerful batteries that I can get on it right now. And there we go. We'll leave it like that. That looks nice. Not really, but it's going to work. We'll go ahead and close this. You know what? Actually, let's put more batteries up here. Whoops. Boom, boom. Okay. So the batteries are sticking up right now, but they won't be here in a minute. Because I now am going to put an RCS fuel tank on it. What is the other? Yeah, I want to do that. That matches better. I like it. Much better. Okay, and we'll go ahead and go to Command and Control. Put ourselves some RCS on here. Boom. Now what we're going to do, and I'm overdoing this. All right, I am overdoing this. No joke. I am way overdoing this. All right, so this is essentially what I'm going to get out to space. Right there. Boom. This is what's going to space, and this will stay in space. Now I need to put some things on it, like I need to get some panels here. Boom. There we go. And I'm gonna make. I like to make my my panels to the 1 key. There we go. So now I can just hit 1 and it will toggle them out. So that's the way I like to do it. And so this right here, like I said, this is what's going to stay in space. And I'm not going to send my main Kerbals out there. It's going to try to load, you know, okay. I don't mind getting Valentina out here. And I don't mind getting him in there. Now what I need to do, I need to get another engineer. So let's go to Astronaut Complex. And let's get myself another engineer. Boom. And I'm just going to send those people out. That's it. I can support more, but I don't need to. But I like my 3 main people to always be on hand for missions that they're coming back. So now we're going to go here, utility, what is it in structural? Is that what no, it's not in structural, probably coupling. There we go. We got a Clampetron docking port junior. That's all we've got is the juniors, which is fine. I don't mind using just the juniors. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to put 1 port on each side. Right there, like that. Boom, boom. All right, so there we go. So now I've got docking ports on it. So I can expand this base if I want. You know what I'm going to do with this? Here's what I'm also going to do. I'm going to come up here for command and control. Now, I will admit, this is going to be tough to get into space, but it's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it. I'm going to put one of these right here, because the one that goes around the moon, I'm just going to dock it with the other one. Why not? Maybe. We'll see. If it's too hard, I won't. All right, so this is what's going to be up there. I need to put, okay, I got solar panels. I need to put some communication on it. Let's put a couple of these. Let's put them right here. Okay. And let's rotate them out that way. There we go. Let's put them that way. All right. That works nicely. All right, I'm going to do just a quick check. Am I forgetting anything else here? Does not look like it's there. Okay, I've got all the science on it. I've got communication. I've got all the electrical I should need because I've got these. Right, you know what? What I'm going to do, just to be on the safe side, I'm gonna put some more down here. I don't want to cover the crew patch. I'll put it right here. Boom. There we go. And I will also make this. There we go. Just to be sure. Just so I have enough. Okay. There we go. So now we're going to go to coupling, and that's not the one I want. That's the one I want. Boom. So I can decouple from the... I should not have to decouple from the fuel tank, but I can if I need to. Let's bring this even higher. This is going to be a pretty big rocket. I've got a lot I'm taking out here. In fact, what is it right now? 15 tons right here. Now that's not huge compared to what some people do, but for me that's pretty big. Okay. So now let's go over here to engines. Oh, I've got some of these smaller guys here and stuff like that. Alright, so this is the one I want for this. What kind of thrust am I going to get? 1.07 in Atmo, 1.22 non-Atmo. Okay, that's not bad. How exactly do I want to do this? Not sure. I'm not sure how I want to do this. Oh, by the way, I'm going to take this time to talk about a quick game. Endless... No. Dang it. Was it Endless Sky? Not No Man's Sky. Endless Frontier? I can't remember now. I'll have to look up at it later. But I'm mentioning this a little bit early. I was not ready to mention this. But I have been given 2 copies of this game. And so sometime in the near future, I'm going to play this game. But the second copy is going to be for a giveaway. And the idea is I'm going to set a benchmark, and then I'll give it away if we reach that benchmark. So let's say, you know, like for instance, if I said when I get 100 Twitch followers, I'll give it away. Something like that. So expect that to be coming up. And I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do with it, but expect that to be coming up. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go coupling, and we're going to start off with a little bit of an onion stage. We'll do an onion stage to start with. Okay. And we will go to these fuel tanks right here. We'll just put 4 more here. Boom. And we will go ahead and put another one here. Grab the fuel tanks here. I want to make this at least a little bit pretty. So we'll put it right there to go to right there. Okay, and we will bring that up here. Okay, so that's pretty much enough to get us anywhere, I think. But I'm gonna be double safe. I'm gonna be double safe here. Okay, what I'm gonna do, that's about perfect there. That's awesome. It's actually really awesome. Here's what I'm gonna do, just to make sure, because I can give myself a little bit extra down here, and I will grab these. Now let's see how much thrust we get. Okay, that's only 0.79. But what if I threw them all at the same time? 1.54. And then what if I brought these down a bit? To 1.4 is what I want. Okay, we'll adjust it a little bit more later, but yeah, look at that delta V. We're gonna be good. Okay, so I'm gonna do some strutting, and I don't remember, Teen, if you're still watching, this is where you make it solid. You use your struts right here. So I'm gonna strut from here to right here. I'm going to strut from right. Let's do it right here to right here. Then I'm gonna strut from here. Pick it up. I'm gonna strut from here to here. I'm going to start from here to up here. Yeah, boom. And that should give me all the stability I need. Yeah, look at that. Atmospheric, I've got 5,478. Non-atmospheric, 6,253. That should be enough to get me anywhere I want to go. So let me just double check, because once I launch this, that we're going to see here. What do I want to call this? What do I want to call this? I don't know. We will call it. We'll just call it Mobile Space Lab. There we go. That's not original. That's not inspired. We'll just call it that. Mobile Space Lab. And I'm just going to go through here, and again, I'm just going to double check and see if there's anything else I want to add to this. I don't need the parachute, so it's not coming home. If I have to rescue them, I'll go up, I'll get them, I'll bring them back. So I'm not going to bring the whole thing back. I'll bring them back one at a time if I need to. Okay, I've already got that there, that's fine. I don't need any landing gear. You know, if I really wanted to do this right, I would take these and I'd put them on there. It would give me more aerodynamics. You know what, we're going to do it. We'll do it. Boom. There we go. It'll just help me with the air resistance on the way out. Then, okay, we've already got payloads. This is pretty cool. I did not use one of these, but this is pretty cool. You can use it to encapsulate stuff if you have a probe that you don't want to get damaged by the wind, etc. Okay, I don't need anything else, I don't think. Okay, so we're going to save this. We're going to launch it. The first one is just going to go around Kerbal. Okay, so now I'm at 1.39 since I messed with that a bit. So we're going to bring it up to 1.4 again. There we go. Now we'll save it. We will throw in some of these. Boom. We'll put those on the first stage as well. Save it again. And we will launch. So we're about to launch our first mobile space lab. We've got one pilot, one engineer, and one scientist. Now, the scientist you need in order to do the science, in order to, and this actually works as a relay as well. That's a good thing. The scientist will work, you need them in order to be able to process your experiments that you do in the lab. The engineer, you need them to reset the experiments, I believe. All right, let's take this first spin. We're going to keep our SAS off. There we go. Going up nice and slowly. No, SAS on, RCS off. We'll keep the RCS off. I don't want to use my RCS yet. I like to use my RCS more for adjustments in space. Once I get to the, you know, I didn't put on any of those separators, but I think I'll be fine. The whole reason I got that one deal and I didn't get them, but we'll be fine. We'll be fine. More seconds until first separation. My thrust to weight is climbing very high, which is fine. I might be starting. Wow, I might be. Ooh, I'm tipping. Don't tip. Don't tip. RCS on. Stop the tip. Well, okay. All right. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to just make it easy. I'm going to go revert to vehicle assembly. And I'm not sure why I started the tip. See, my last one did that as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to go here into aerodynamics. I'm going to go these swept wings. I'm going to go 4. I'm going to put them right here. Boom. That should help a lot. Just doing that should make a huge difference. So let's try this again. But yeah, my last one started doing that too, and I'm not sure why it would do that, because it's very stable, it's not wobbly. I'm not sure why it would just start tipping after it got to a certain speed. Is it just the wind resistance hitting it somehow? I don't know. But let's try this again. We're at full throttle SAS, F5 for safety, and launch. See, the thing is, if the rocket is built perfect, once I launch, I don't have to touch the controls until I want to do my turn or my staging, whichever comes first. And so like right now, my hands are not on the keyboard. Hey, welcome to the stream. Unfortunately, I don't understand what you said there. I am a primarily English speaker with a tiny, tiny bit of Spanish. Not even enough to say I understand Spanish. So I don't understand what you're saying, but welcome to the stream. And thank you for saying, I'm going to assume you said hello. Yeah, so this is not bad. I have not touched the controls yet. But yeah, these, basically these are going to take the wind resistance and keep me pointed the way I want to go, essentially. Russia, yeah, when I saw the writing, I assumed Russian, but I wasn't entirely sure. Okay, we're tipping again. We're tipping again. Why are we tipping again? Why does it want to do the tip? That doesn't make sense. It does not make sense that we're tipping. Now we're going to come back. Well, hey, let's keep it right here now. Why not? We started our turn early, guys. That's what we did. Here in a second, we'll be dropping this first stage. Boom. Drop those down. It worked. Yeah, I don't know why it wanted to tip. Now it's wanting to tip the other way. It's not making any sense. But hey, whatever. We'll make it work. We'll make it work the way we want to do it. Yeah, I'm using my RCS. I don't care. I'm pretty much have to right now at this point. Alright, let's see if it stays there. My hands are off the controls again. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it stabilized out. I don't know why it wanted to tip. It doesn't make sense to me. I'm gonna make my orbit on this thing pretty high. It's gonna be decently high because I want it to have a lot of, and I'll explain it when I get out there, but I want to have a lot of exposure to the sun. So I'm not going to stop, you know, at 80,000. I'll probably go up to 300,000 or higher. I may just go until this stage is out of fuel. We'll just have to see. I don't need to use an RCS anymore. I want an equatorial orbit. You know what? 261, good enough. All right, so we're going to go ahead and circularize this. Let's see how much delta V it's going to take to do it. Because if I have enough, I'll make the orbit bigger. But here's why I want a bigger orbit, all right? Because the orbit as it is, let's say I leave it right here. Look at the angle, you know, the sun cuts off from here to here of my orbit. But if I have a bigger orbit, a larger percentage of my orbit is in the sun. And I want that for the solar power. Okay, what's going on here? I'm going to have to manually decouple these. I don't know why it didn't work the way it was supposed to. There we go. All right, we still got a few minutes till we need to do our burn. So I'm actually going to fast forward a little bit. Not much. 10 times. Because my orbit doesn't have to be perfect. That's the thing. I'm not going anywhere with this. It's fine. Like I said, if I have more delta V when I'm done with circularizing it, I may make the orbit even bigger. And, you know, eventually I'll have, you know, a refueling station up there, and I'll do all that. That's far off in the future, though. That is not tonight. That is not this week. That is way off in the future kind of thing. All right, let's see what we got here. I'm going to continue to go prograde until I have about 1,000 Delta V left, and then I'll stop. So I really don't care about this waypoint, this maneuver node. I'm just going to continue this direction until I have about 1,000 Delta V left. So it doesn't really matter where I end up. Alright, get those out. Let's go ahead and extend the antenna. Where's the other? There it is. Yeah, see, my apoapsis is starting to grow pretty big. But like I said, I'll go till have about 1,000 Delta V left. Get my apoapsis way out there. That might be too far, actually. I don't want it to get caught by the moon accidentally, so I may cut it off before then. Let's just do 1 million meters. There we go. Then we'll come up here and we'll circularize it. And we'll still have some Delta V left in case we want to crash it later. All right, we're about, here we go. Boom. Now we'll go prograde, and we will we'll burn till we're roughly circular. It doesn't have to be perfectly circular, just roughly. Good enough. Okay, now we'll go ahead and do our science, which is where? Oh, right here. Okay. So now we will observe our materials bay. And then what we will do... whoa, wait a second. Why can't we do this? Keep experiment. Okay, that's what I wanted to do. Yeah. Just keep experiment. And then I can go ahead and reset the bay. Then I will start observe mystery goo. Keep experiment. Then I will reset the goo canister. We'll grab thermometer, keep it. Okay. Log the pressure data, keep it. We'll go to the other side. Do the same thing. Observe mystery goo. Keep the experiment. Reset it. And we'll go to the thermometer, same thing. Keep it. Barometer, keep it. Then we will do a crew report, and we will keep that. Then we'll do an EVA report. And we'll keep that, and we'll board that. Now, I can take this, and I can start research. Wait a second. Lab status, not enough crew. How did my scientist get up here? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, let go. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense that my scientist... Why was my scientist piloting? Makes no sense. Okay. Now board. Review data. Okay, so I got an EVA report. Do I have to do all this again? There we go. I didn't have a scientist in there, really? So now I've got to do all this again. Okay, observe. Okay. Why is it in... Okay. Should be doable. Okay, review data. So now I'm storing it all. This is what I wanted to do. I must already have that. Okay. Review data. Okay, yeah, I must already have that. Okay, so now we're going to go in here, and if you look at that, see, I'm going to get just under 1 science a day. Can I do a crew report from here? Level up crew. Okay, whatever. Clean experiments. There we go. Review data. There we go. Okay, so I'm getting, yeah, just under 1 science a day on this thing. So there we go. So now we will start research. Boom. This thing's floating very slowly. I want Valentina in the pilot seat. I don't need her to be. I mean, spinning like that is fine. I don't mind that at all. But now, so yeah, that's what's going on. This thing's just going to float through space. And yeah, that's how much science. I already have 0.001 science. And every day I'll get basically 1 science. So when I do my other missions, and so when I come back to here in just a minute after putting my one up, the one on the moon, and then the one around Minmus, I will have, you know, a few science to transfer. So every once in a while you just go check it, you refill your science, and you're good to go. So now we just go back to Space Center, and we're going to launch the next one. And again, I'm not sure why this one wanted to pull to the side. I have no clue. There we go. Someone messaged me, so I just messaged them back. Okay, let's go ahead and go in here. It costs us quite a bit to launch these things, but it's definitely worth it. Like I said, it's 123,000, but it's definitely worth it. It will pay off in the end. Now I need to check this. Okay. That's what was going on. This was all staged wrong. Boom. That is a huge difference. It was staged wrong. So now I need to go back here and pull this down to 140. Make sure that was 59. Okay, that's all 59. Okay, there we go. So yeah, that was all staged wrong. I've only got 17 seconds on that one now. But yeah, so this will be better. It was staged wrong before. That's why I had to go in and manually do it. But it's fine. Let's go ahead and save it now and launch again. Yeah, like I said, we only have 17 seconds on that second stage. But hey, whatever. Same amount of delta V. Ooh, no. Let's recover the vessel because I don't want Jebediah And I don't want these guys going up there. That's not who I want going up there. Yeah. That's not who I want going up there at all. All right. We'll go to crew. We will get rid of these guys. Okay, so that's what I did before. I put the wrong person there. Okay, go to astronaut complex. We want a pilot, we want a scientist, and we want an engineer. Boom. And they're getting more expensive to hire as well. That's the bad thing. Okay, so we'll put the pilot in the command pod, and the scientist and the engineer right here. There we go. That's what I needed to do. Save, and now launch. There we go. So that's much better. Much, much better. Okay. Now let's go ahead and turn SAS on. You know, for the sake of it, I'm turning RCS on because it's just going to help us out. So let's go ahead and F5 for safety, and we will set the first stage and launch. Yeah, having that RCS on hopefully will help me maintain stability. We'll see. All the science, yeah. So this one's going to go to the moon. The next one will go to Minmus. Then, you know what? I had a thought. If I have the money for a third launch, or fourth launch, I might put one... Well, no, I won't have a way to transmit it because I don't have enough. See, I might put one around the sun. Because that would be awesome. Lots of science. But, yeah, I might not have a way to transmit it back. That's the issue. Okay, so we are actually leaning the other way right now from where we were leaning last time. Just a little bit, not bad. I'm going to leave. I haven't touched the controls since liftoff. There we go. It's trying to right itself now. It's starting to lean. See, it's starting to lean. I haven't touched the controls yet. And look at it. It's starting to lean to the right. And it's, there we go. They're bringing it back to center. The Kerbal, and now it's starting to go the other way. Now, see, now I want to lean to the right a little bit. I don't want to lean that far. I don't want to lean that far. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Bring it back. Kill it. Nope. See, I'm not sure why it's doing this. It makes no sense. But now it's going to come back and be fine. Now let's turn these back on and we're good. See, I'm not sure why it's doing that. It did that exact thing last launch. Did that exact same thing where it tipped all the way to the right, then came back. That happening though, I may not have enough. I'll have enough help. Right, we still got about 16 seconds of burn on this. Okay, we'll circularize here. For my trip to Minmus, though, I may have to make some adjustments. Yeah, see, that's the thing, Shooker, is I mean, it's not really going too fast. All right, let's go ahead and bring this over here. RCS to help me get there. I mean, it is accelerating kind of, so I mean, it might be reaching that point. But then again, the aerodynamic problem shouldn't make it lean the same way every time, I wouldn't think, because it's a decently aerodynamic. It's just, you know, the compression, but the compression should be equally spread. Yeah, see, I put some of these down here to help me with the aerodynamics and the drag. And it definitely helped. I may need to put some on the outside of these, though, to help me out even more. That might be the issue. Maybe that'll help. On my next one, I'll try putting some on. And I'm going to have to put some extra booster on my next one as well, because I'm not going to have the Delta V. Well, maybe I will, to get me all the way to min-miss, but I want to make sure. All right, 15 seconds to node burn. I've only got 16.7 seconds left on this stage. Yeah, Blitz. Tomorrow night I'll be on about 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. at the latest. Time to use that. See, but the smaller one, put the smaller winglet on there. You know, the thing about these that I'm using, they don't have any airfoils, so maybe that would be, you know, helpful to have. They just cause drag is all they do. So yeah, maybe putting the one with the airfoils on it would be a better idea. Oh, we're almost there. Calling it good. Okay. Yeah, we're almost to our point to be able to catch the moon here. Let's in the world, where am I? $138. You know what? I want to hire periapsis, actually. There we go. That'll work. Just keep those and put the small in the boosters. Yeah, that might work. All right, let's bring this right here. We've got 2 minutes until node burn. Oh, hey. This person leveled up. Now, that's one thing I did do. The only thing I did in the custom menu options for this is I made to where my astronauts level up instantly, instead of, because I knew things like this were going to happen, because these guys are not coming home, just to be honest. And so they're I wanted them to level up instantly, because I'm not going to be able to recover them to level them up. Looking at the Delta V I have, this same exact rocket might get me all the way to min-miss. I might give it a little bit more help though, just to be on the safe side. 57 seconds until burn. and I am now officially out of root beer, which also means that I am finished with soft drinks for a while because I have drank so much soft. Like I said earlier, my wife was on a trip for her business. She went to Vegas. She was gone all week, and while she was gone, I drank 3 12-packs of Mountain Dew and 2 liters of root beer. Way too much. So now I'm going to be off of soft drinks for a while, and starting Monday, I'm back on my workout routine because I didn't do it while she was gone either. I had my 3 daughters I had to watch, so I didn't do my workout routine this week either. So I drank lots of soft drinks and did not work out. All right, 1 second and boom. I'm okay with a high orbit around the moon. That's fine. As long as I'm getting that sweet, sweet moon science. Alright, now we're actually gonna get rid of this, and we're just gonna boost this until we get caught. Oh, there we go. I actually hit the wrong key again. Okay, and F5 for safety. And we're gonna go ahead and fast forward out here. There we go. Once we slow this down, then I'll go ahead and just warp right here. I had the thought of going ahead and rendezvousing with this, but I'm not going to. I'll wait and see. I may end up getting a mission to rendezvous 2 vessels around the moon. If so, then I can just rendezvous this one with that one and we're good. I'm not being too exact about this circularization and stuff because it doesn't make that big of a difference. As long as I'm orbiting it, we're fine. We'll call that good. All right, time to go get this science again. All right, we'll open those up. We'll go ahead and extend the antenna. There we go. And we'll go through the same thing again, where we open that up, observe the materials bay. There we go, lots more science. We will get the thermometer. Now the thing is, I think I can only get one of each of these. I think that's what happened. Like if I go over here, can I do this one and get it? I don't know. Yeah, see, I can't store that. No reason to transmit it. So just keep the experiment and then reset the container. We'll go ahead and close these. We'll get a crew report. Level up crew, transfer crew. We will crew report. We will process it in the lab. All right. You're my scientist. You're my engineer. You're my pilot. Let's EVA you. And where are you? There you are. Let's go ahead and get an EVA report. We'll keep that experiment. Okay, we'll board. Then we should be able to review stored data and put it in here. There we go. Perfect. All right, so now we're looking at 1.1 science a day. Somebody's asking me something. All right, so we're going to clean experiments because we can. But we're also going to start research. Again, we're going to get 1.14 science a day. That's awesome. We should get even better around Minmus. All right, we are now researching, and we are now going back to the Space Center. Now, I may not be able to afford another launch because I only had like 1.2 million to start. They're getting to where they are very expensive to hire Kerbals. Yeah, they're very expensive. So I may have to do some more missions. Science data from space around Minmus. New orbital station on a solar orbit. Wow. Wow, that's really all I can say is wow. I don't have the funds to, because I could use this ship to get it out there, and it would do that. It would do that. It would do that. It would do that. And then I could transmit a lot of science back. The issue is I would have to get 5 Kerbals, and they're so expensive to get that I would not be able to send it out yet. Explore Kerbin, rendezvous 2 vessels, dock 2 vessels on or around Kerbin. So I can rendezvous 2 and then just dock 2 together down here. Equatorial orbit of Duna. Position satellite. Yeah, this must be a new unmanned probe. I could do it. Recover this part. Interesting. Recover this part. That's wow. That's not bad at all. I can do that. I get all this money for doing it. Build a new surface outpost on Duna. Look at all that. That's crazy. I have a research lab. 8 Kerbals. Yeah, that'd be. I don't have the money to do these yet. Even with that advance, I don't have the money to do that yet. Plant flag on the moon. That one's easy. A new surface outpost on Minmus. I would like to do this. At least 5 Kerbals. Thing again, though. It's all about the upfront cash to hire these Kerbals. That's the issue that I'm having right now, is that I don't have the upfront cash to hire these Kerbals. But now it's just sciencing data from the surface of Minmus. We got our Minmus lander. We could do this one. I don't know. I don't know if it would make us money or not. A new orbital station, a solar orbit, explore Kerbin. How much did our satellite cost us? I don't remember. I don't remember how much our satellite cost us. But you know what? I tell you what I'm going to do. First of all, I'm going to make sure I don't have any active. But yeah, it is nearly midnight here. And so it's about time for me to get off here. But hey, you guys have been great tonight. Thank you for all the suggestions. Thank you for watching. What we're going to do is I'm not going to accept the emissions. I'll think about it. When I come back tomorrow, then I'll decide what we're going to do. If you've liked what you've seen here, don't forget to hit like. If you're watching on YouTube, hit the subscribe button on YouTube. Hit me up with a follow on Twitch. I'd greatly appreciate that. Every follow, every sub helps. And again, you guys have been a great audience tonight, and I've had a lot of fun. We'll be back tomorrow night. And tomorrow night we'll probably actually go past midnight. We'll start about 8 p.m. is Central Standard Time is what I'm hoping to get. But I may start as late as 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. So come check me out tomorrow night. And like I said, I'll go to at least midnight tomorrow night. I might even go further. I might go, sometimes I go to 3, 4, 5 a.m. if I'm having fun. But not tonight because I've got things that I have to get done tomorrow. So thank you all for watching. You have been a great audience. Let me see if this works right now. Switching my scene. Sometimes it hasn't been working. Okay, the thanks for watching is there. It's not the right size, and it's not showing my sponsors. I've got some sponsors, Pickle 3000, 0 and 09, and Mesophesto, and it's not showing them for some reason. Let me come back to this, and then let me go back to that one. It's supposed to show them. I'm still figuring out some new broadcasting software, so you know, it's supposed to be showing those guys' names as my sponsor. There we go. So it worked this time. But yeah, again, I'll be on sometime between 8 and 9 p.m. Central Standard Time tomorrow. Thank you all for watching. And as always, I'm Sapper Woody, and it's been fun.